second down. Here's Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Freeman again, a first down carry. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. On play action, it's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tahir Whitehead. Coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. To throw on second down is Keenum. That's complete to Barry Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Carr now on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Free play here for Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. It's the first touchdown pass as a Bronco for Case Keenum. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
29.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Finding some room at midfield. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First down, the run with Lynch. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Hey, 7:34. Later, 2.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
6:18. Now, you ready? 8:08.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll get 9 there, as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
12, Jumbo. 93. Hey, 7:34.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Tavecchio pulls it to the right. No good. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here, as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down carry for Booker. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 52. Takes 2.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Keenum now on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Keenum rolling to his left. Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
No, Rodney.
They'll run here with Freeman. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff comes to Lynch, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And an alley. Booker coughs it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Carr maybe with a free play. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brendan Langley picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Carr going to throw. Cooper's got it. A Raider 1st down as Carr finds Cooper.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Throwing his car on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On second down, Freeman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Roger. No, Roger.
Now Keenum. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. This one caught left side by Cooper. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On first down, Carr. He completes it to Nelson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go, go. Get set, get set. Hunt.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
24. Down. 280.
Throwing on first down is Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Hey, 734.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Keenum. Able to get away. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You got 56 there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Dancing to his left. And Cook has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
White. 6-18. 24.
Carr now on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
52, 57's down. Hey, yo, hey!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Throwing on third down, Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Bronco first down, Keenum hooking up with Thomas. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. This is Freeman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go.
Freeman again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Booker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-1.